All right, I'm just starting to dig into this because this is a drastic change. The passives on Thanos and Star Lord got drastically better. And these characters right here are now very good. Now, I don't know anything about Loki. I did not have Loki before. You know, he was a playable character and NPC type character you could play with sometimes or against. But I'm sure he's going to come out. I don't know that. But I think this is going to be a division of haves and have-nots. Either have Thanos or you don't. Same thing with Star Lord. Either have him or don't. Now, they're hard to get. Star Lord was hard to get because of Rocket. And then Rocket just got so much better because of Star Lord. And Thanos, actually, the way Thanos works. And yeah, if you participate in the Thanos raid, you might have Thanos. But if you didn't, I don't know how you get Thanos now with the way it's set up. They've made it like almost impossible to get Thanos if you didn't get him the first time around. So I understand if you don't have him, you're not happy with this. But if you do have him, you should be very happy. And my mind is blown a little bit. And I just upgraded Thanos yesterday. I'm playing on BlueStacks. Link in the description. Help support this channel. With Thanos, my goodness. And I just upgraded Thanos' Titan Eternal right here. I had it at level 3 and I took it to level 4 and I did some testing of the Deadpool raid and I couldn't get to work the way I wanted it, but it changed a lot. A death of enemy, 75% chance to generate 2 ability energy for self or any adjacent cosmic ally. That's cool except for when it hits minions, like Yondu's minions. It's not good at all. But on death of an enemy, before Thanos had to kill them, and that was pretty much not a good ability, frankly, because it required Thanos hitting them, and now it's not that way. So it's a big deal. Base stats, damage and speed increased, great. Brutal Spout special, 100% chance. Offense down, available earlier, that's fine. Taunt increased for 2 turns. Now, Thanos gets like a 1,000% resistance so that you can't dispel the taunt. And if you can get defense up on him, either through like Kingpin or Captain America, there are only 2 heroes that can counter this taunt and get rid of it. Plus his health pool is ridiculous. Would be Jessica Jones and Hand Archer. And I'm not even sure if those are supposed to work that way, but they do. Jessica Jones and Hand Archer are counters to this Thanos taunt. 2 turns with defense up is going to be obnoxious. Energy Bomb does more damage, but more importantly, this Titan Eternal passive ability. Ability energy now generated when an enemy is defeated, anyone on your team. This is going to be God tier raid stuff right here. I don't know if it's going to be arena, but there's a raid team that's manifest just logically with this right here. When we look at Star Lord's kit, it's very obvious who this team should be, because if Thanos is a no-brainer and Night Nurse is a no-brainer, then you're going to want to sandwich Thanos with 2 people that do a lot of damage with AoE that require a lot of energy. And we look at Star Lord, it's going to be very clear that it's only 2 characters. Loki's getting upgraded. I don't know how we're going to get Loki or anything like that. Star Lord, his base attack health is increased. Elemental Guard chains better. Great. This is Clever Distraction special. Now grants ability energy to adjacent allies. We'll talk about that and how that could work with Night Nurse. This is Elemental Blast ultimate. Target damage increased. Now always calls an assist from a Guardian ally. Huge. This actually does quite a bit damage, and oftentimes you can get 3 heroes to hit, and it's such great damage right from the beginning. Burst damage, huge. His passive, and this is what's a monster right here. Guardian allies now receive extra speed and damage. Because initially when I saw Thanos, I was like, oh, cool. You know, I'll do a team of, let's say, like Black Widow, Night Nurse, and then we're going to get lots of damage from Rocket, and then we're going to have Thanos, and then we're going to have Thor, and we're just going to get constant AoE. And then I saw this, and I was like, oh, you don't need Black Widow. All you need is 2 Guardian allies, and the logical choices we'll see when I pull up the Guardians. There's 2 huge damage dealers. Rocket's one of them. The other one's Gamora, and I just don't see how that won't be the best team. After the nerfs to speed, where Quake and Black Widow are not going to be as good, pretty sure the best team is going to be Star Lord, Night Nurse, Rocket, Thanos, and Gamora. And I'll make a video about that because I'll show you right here in the level 50 Ultimus raid, but I did not have that ability upgraded yesterday when I tried to record for the Deadpool raid. We'll give videos on that, sure. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the best team. It's just logical. So let's look at Star Lord, and then we'll talk about Cosmic. So we got Star Lord. You know, Gamora is already amazing, easy to get. Rocket's hard to get, but he's very amazing, just huge amounts of damage. And giving them extra damage and extra speed passively without the need of Black Widow or a buff. They already do a lot of damage. And they're going to get ability energy on his turn, 50% chance. On turn, 50% chance to gain one ability for an agent ally, plus generate one ability energy for Guardian ally. Now, it's not clear to me if that automatically gives an ability energy to a Guardian. I think that's the way it is. I'll have to test that. That being said, you know, the two logical choices are going to be Rocket and Gamora. So I just don't see how any other logical team can be made for Alliance raids. And I don't have them fully upgraded. But right now, this is 100% autoable with this team. I don't have to even think. And my Star Lord is severely undergeared. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of this team right here because it seems really, really, really good. So I hope that they can make characters like Rocket, Star Lord, Thanos more accessible. Right now, Gamora is pretty easy to get. So is Night Nurse, relatively easy. But if this is going to be a must-have team for the new level 65 raids, which hopefully in the next patch, which I think is coming out in a couple days. I also wanted to talk about Nick Fury. Fury. Yeah, really easy, right? As mentioned by the developers in the update, you know, they said they're going to possibly nerf Yondu, Crossbones, and then the speed up slowed mechanic, which is going to drastically affect Black Widow and Quake, which is kind of, you know, this is kind of a bad thing in some ways. You know, we've had these top 10 lists, and now I'm going to have to put off making my top 10 list probably for a couple of days. I usually do it the first of the month, but, you know, some of the heavy hitters that always made this list they're saying they're going to nerf Quake, Black Widow, Crossbones, Yondu, and I don't disagree with them. It's just I feel bad for people that have put a lot of resources into these characters and leveled them up and geared them up, and if they're going to get nerfed, that kind of sucks. I mean, I wish they would do game balance before introducing them or something rather than having to deal with nerfs never feel good. I just want to say, just put it that way, nerfs never feel good. But it was reported by Casino, link to his channel in the description, that Nick Fury is going to be unlocked with 5 minion Kree, and I'm just not going to get him. It's just that simple, and I just think it's not good if that's true. Even if it's logical with a movie or whatever, I don't care. But, you know, specifically Korath and Ronan are excluded. Kree Noble, Kree Reaper, Kree Cyborg, Kree Rogoid, Kree Oracle. I don't want these characters. I don't want to upgrade them. I'm sure they're going to be amazing, but they're saying that Nick Fury is going to be like one of the best characters ever and going to be awesome. And then, you know, they talked about Camilla Khan at Comic-Con. And I'm not going to get these. I'm not going to get these to 5 stars if Nick Fury is going to be a 5-star character. And I'm not even close, right? You can see. And my roster is not small. If I look at the leaderboards, you know, I'm 223 in the world out of 1 million something. No chance. So, I'll still make videos. I'm pretty excited about Thanos, though. And I understand people don't have him. But if you have Thanos, you should be really excited. If you have Star Lord, you should be really excited because they are very good. And I will make videos about that team because it is just the logical, no-brainer team when you see how good Star Lord is now and seeing how he gives energy and speed and damage up to Guardians. It's just logical to put him with Gamora and Rocket, and sandwich in between there Thanos, just having those 3 of them doing so much damage, and then Night Nurse healing everybody up constantly, giving sustainability and getting energy from Star Lord. And then Star Lord can do damage himself. It's amazing for the raids, and I can't wait for the level 65 raids. I just went to 64 this morning. All right, guys, I just wanted to thank everybody for watching. And yes, I have moved most of my content here for this game from my main channel, Mobile Gamer. My name is Trevor, by the way. Everybody calls me, hey, what's up, Mobile? It's like, that's so weird. No, my name's Trevor. Well, anyways, but yeah, so over to the OMG channel. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. This is where the Marvel Strike Force stuff is going to be from now on, and there's only going to be a handful of videos on the other channel, probably 2 more, and then everything will be shifted over here. And that has to do with the way YouTube works and people getting notifications. That way you can get all your notifications here if you just play Marvel Strike Force, and you can get all your notifications on the other channel. It just keeps everybody happier. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.